card, man, they did the press conference for Shakur, Stevenson, Williams, Zepeda, um, and Sherez and Berlanga. And, basically Turkey told them, like, he counting on them, depending on them to bring it. He was disappointed in the Times Square card. And, he banking on them to bring it. And honestly, they fighting at the where they play the U.S. I think where they play the U.S. Open at in Queens, New York. So they fighting in the tennis arena. So I give him brownie points for trying to be innovative and try to do new things in the sport of boxing with new venues and stuff, right? Because he got that paper to do it. And that's what a lot of times venue come down to, is familiarity and money, but site fees and stuff. So, I mean, honestly, when I look at the top two fights on this card, Berlanga and Sherez, like, nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it. Nobody cares about Berlanga and Sherez on this side of the pond. And I'm just being honest with you. Nobody cares. Nobody asked for the fight. Sherez, should have been a man and rematched Carlos Adames. He lost that fight. Everybody in the world know he lost that fight. Can he beat Berlanga? Who knows? Berlanga said, "Oh, you in my city," and like he just corny to me. And I don't even, not corny in a good way. Like corny. But one thing about it, him and Sherez could be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Sherez, very basic fighter, 1-2 guy. Very textbook, 1-2, get back on D. He don't have no sauce to his game. He kind of remind you of Danny Garcia without the counter punching ability, just basic. I wouldn't even say vanilla. Like, he just don't have no flavor. It's like flavorless ice cream. A lot of people are screaming, "Oh, wait till you see Sherez here." I'm like, this is it? This is who y'all hyping up? 1-2 guy, get back on defense, So, Berlanga being the bigger guy, he might can steamroll him, but Sherez was a big middleweight, so he shouldn't have no problem growing to super middleweight. I mean, I think he probably can go either way. I just don't really see Sherez having that dog in him. That's what I don't see. I don't see Sherez really having that dog in him. At least out in the diamond fight. Maybe it was because he didn't have the energy. Maybe that's what it was. He didn't really have the energy. With the weight cut, maybe you see a little bit more liveliness, a little bit more spry in his legs. But this card ain't going to, I don't think this card is going to be some iconic card. It's going to say today. But I do think Berlanga and Sherez is going to be as good as, they make it. And, Berlanga likes to throw punches. He got a lot of confidence. He got some power. So it could be a fun fight. Now, Shakur, kind of like promising that he gonna be more exciting. He gonna be more exciting versus he's gonna be more exciting versus Williams, Zepeda, and it was whatever. I mean, I don't put much stock in him. He up there mean mugging Zepeda like he about to make some shake. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about to shake, man. He about to go in there and he about to outbox Zepeda. He gonna nullify his volume. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna happen. He gonna sit up there and box. Zepeda be off balance, stands too wide, don't use his jab enough. First thing Stevenson gonna do is get on that right jab, and he gonna feign and move and make Zepeda reset, and he's not going to fight fire with fire. He's not going to be more offensive in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Unless Zepeda makes him be offensive. So they putting a lot of stock in this fight. In this card, Turkey basically telling them, don't let me down. So I don't know who else on the undercard or whatever. I didn't know the press conference yesterday. But what is it, July 12th, I believe it is. But Berlanga and Sherez can be a good fight. You know, now Berlanga and Shakur Stevenson beefing, and Shakur trying to kiss up to Berlanga. You know, he just don't know nothing but to hate. What Lil Uzi Vert say? He said all these niggas they hate. Tried to hide shit through the gate. He can't hide that he a hater, bro. The hate just come out of him, bro. Like, he's a hater. He's a hater. But I feel his frustration. You know, him and Zepeda should be the main event. But when you put on when you born in the way you born, be honest, bro. Like, you put niggas to sleep. Let's keep it real. He put niggas to sleep. So born is born. But they're going to be fighting outside New York City, July 12th, I think it is. So it'll be another venue. The Times Square venue, it was terrible. Did it have something to do with the venue? I mean, possibly. Not having no crowd, you know? Not having no crowd, that probably hurt. You know, them having it boarded up. It looked like they was back in the bubble and shit. So, just want to be a tennis arena. It'll be interesting. It'll be fans there. Are they putting this on pay-per-view? I don't really know. I don't know. But, you know, like I said with Shakur, man, if he gonna be a star, he gotta be exciting. You know, that's the problem. If he gonna be a star, he gotta be exciting. Either you gotta start moving your hands, you know what I'm saying? Throwing combinations. You know? Everybody talk about how good he is, and I'm just looking like, I don't see it. I don't see a special fighter. Special ed fighter I might see. And Berlanga, like I said, I'm going to say this, dude. Berlanga manager, whoever manager Berlanga is the manager. He's an early candidate for manager of the century. And I believe he's the manager of the decade already. Look what he did for Edgar Berlanga. Like, no, he got Berlanga the Canelo bag. He got Berlanga, a payday with Turki Alalshikh. That was the best move Berlanga did, was moving away from Top Rank. They didn't believe. Shit, I didn't believe. But he went out there. Eddie Hearn, made magic with him. His managers and shit. Whoever managing Edgar Berlanga is the absolute truth. Because they made some shit shake with that man. He damn near should be able to retire. Berlanga is not a good fighter, like, at all. He's not a good fighter. That motherfucker is ass. And they turned the fighter that's ass and beat him. They said he made 12 versus Canelo. Nigga. He probably making about 4, 5, 6 versus Sherez. This nigga up about 20 M's since he left the Top Rank. At least 20. Shit. Up 20. At least. Man. It's crazy, ain't it, bro? Crazy out here. So if you too good and you don't have a following, you better off being ass like Edgar Berlanga getting the bag. If you too good, if you too good, and you ain't got no following, you might as well be Edgar fucking Berlanga, bro. Real talk, you might as well be Edgar Berlanga. Real talk. That's a fucking fact. That's a fact. So I ain't even mad at it, but Turkey depending on them to make something shake. I mean, good luck, Turkey. If anybody gonna pull it through for you, it's gonna be Berlanga. And if they both gonna pull it through, it's gonna be because of Sherez, Berlanga, and because of the good brother, what's the dude's name? William Zepeda. He gonna make something shake. So there you have it. That's all I got. Hit the link tree. Hit the box news playlist. Thumbs up the video. I'm tripping. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Hit the link tree. Join me every. Follow me everywhere. Peace.